are you this evening? I hope you are all doing well. We're just going to wait a little bit until a few people pop on before we get started. What a gorgeous day it was today. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. I was able to get out and take a really long walk today. So I think I got plenty of vitamin D. The sun was shining so nicely. It was just a gorgeous day. And I was out walking for about an hour and a half. My it's not a Fitbit, but my health tracker told me that I walked 10,600 steps in an hour and a half. And I thought, that's pretty darn good for me. I think the last time I walked that far was in 2018 when I went out to Washington to visit my son, and I took my grandson along who had just graduated from high school, and we did a lot of hiking, and it just felt so good to be out there today. Hi, Rhonda, welcome. And know that next week I think we're expecting snow again, but it's not a very nice reprieve for just a few days to have this nice warm weather. I meet my coffee chai tea group tomorrow. We do this every Wednesday morning, and we meet at our local coffee shop, and my intention is to walk there, which my goal is to walk 4,000 steps. It has been since my surgery, and walking there and back is just a little over halfway, maybe 2/3 of the way towards that goal. But now that I have been able to really walk a far way, I think I'm going to have to up my goal. But I have such a hard time deciding what to do, because I want to be down here in my craft studio creating and making cards. I don't know, I'm very passionate about it, and so I have to play these mental games with myself. Now you really need to go and get your walk in first. Thanks for sharing, Rhonda. I appreciate that. Really helps a tremendous amount when you guys share with other people. And I answer back. I notice you probably noticed that I'm answering back most of your questions or comments or whatever. That helps boost my who it goes out to when I answer back and add more comments to the feed for the live. So bear with me. So I do have the list for what's not orderable and what is on low inventory. The not orderable seems to be getting a little bit longer. But there is some things that have come off as well. The plaid paper is no longer on the not orderable list, so that came back in early. It was due to come in next week on the 3rd. So I thought that was, yay, really great. So the Storybook Moments 12 by 12 paper will be in on the 10th. So maybe if we're lucky, that will come in early as well. So thanks, Nancy, for sharing. I so appreciate that. And then To the Point Punch is still on not orderable until after the 14th of April. The Everyday Arch Dies on the 3rd of March. The Storybook Friends dies would be back available on the 3rd of March. And the Mixed Floral dies, which are on back order right now, will be back on the 3rd of March, I think. That must be a new one, because I don't remember that one last week, and I don't have my list from when I did it Saturday night. Let's see, the Bee Trinkets, April 14th. Celebration Kit, Hooray for Honeycomb. That's a new one that's been added. That'll be May 5th, if you're interested in that one. And the Alphabet a la Mode dies, March 10th. So these are all the items that are in the new mini catalog right now. There are other things that are in the annual catalog, but I think most people are probably concentrating on the things that are in the mini catalog. So I'm just sharing those with you. Low inventory. Floral Delight 12 by 12 paper. That's that yellow paper. Again. Beautiful Butterflies Hybrid Embossing folder and dies. And I think that one just came back on. I thought it was on not orderable, but I might be wrong. Terrific Toadstools Punch is on low inventory. And the heart-shaped dies. That was the one that was the die set that went with the stamp that was the second tier celebration item. So that's what I've got. So everybody's slow getting on tonight. I'm wondering if that 6 o'clock time is catching people off guard. And I didn't get a post done until late last night because I didn't even know yesterday at supper time what I was going to be doing today. I told Char, I said, boy, I don't know what I'm going to be demonstrating today. And she says, well, what's popular? And I'm like, phew, everything that's in the mini catalog plus the paper pumpkin plus the new pre-order things. And it's like there's too many things to choose from, I guess. So I did decide on doing some alternatives to the paper pumpkin, which I think I've only done that once before. And I thought, why not? Let's see what I can come up with. So it's a couple of fun folds, which you could use with any of your paper and stamps. And so stick around. Even if you don't have the paper pumpkin kit, you can use it for other things that you probably already have. Well, I'm going to turn the camera down and we'll do our drawing and see if by then anybody else pops on. So let me flip the camera. And I'm going to bring it forward just a little bit there. Oh, sorry. Some days it's harder than others to get it adjusted. So these were the two cards that we made on Saturday night. I did the watercolor painting with the watercolor pencil. Sorry, I was having a senior moment there. Well, what's behind here? Oh, the envelope. I was going to say, what's sticking out? And then I actually did this when we got off the live. I worked on this one. I had it started, and my idea was to put the moon coming up here next to the trees and see how that would look. I've put the moon in a couple of different places, and I like this one a lot. So whoever wins tonight would get a choice between one of these three. So let's hope it's one of you two. That would be nice, right? Well, let's see. It is number 2. It's Nancy. I am going to be sending one of these cards to you. Do you have a choice? They all are birthday, and they all have the same greeting inside that says time to celebrate. So that makes it easy there. It's just you're going to have to decide if you want the bridge, the pathway, or the little cottage. Let me know so I can put my tag on the back of it and I can mail it out tomorrow. On my way to coffee and tea, I walk right by the post office and I can drop it in the mail. You are welcome. Which one would you like, Nancy? Cottage. It is. It's my favorite. I went berserk making these cards after I got off. I have a bunch of them to show you if you didn't see my post on my Facebook page. And then I also made one that was a sympathy card that I ended up mailing out today. And I made some anniversary, and I made one for my friend who is going to be going to school in Australia. He just got his student visa, which he had been working on for almost a year to get. And that that was amazing that it finally came through for him. So I put together a card, and all of us girls that meet with him on Wednesday at the coffee house will be giving that card to him. They've all been stopping over today to sign it. So I am going to be adding the sentiment from Grow with Love. This has probably got a, yes, of course, it had a big shine on it. So this one up here we're going to use for the outside sentiment. And from this set, we are going to use this die. And the inside sentiment from the You're on My Mind, I'm going to pull this old set, Grassy Grove, and we're going to use Sometimes You Need to Know That Someone Really Cares. I thought that would be a nice card for somebody that's going through a rough time. I probably will give it to my girlfriend who is in charge of the sending out all the cards at church for people that maybe had a sickness in the family, or somebody has passed away, or going through a tough time. I make all the cards for them to send out. So this card will most likely go to them for that committee. I've got one that I have made so I don't lose track of what I'm doing. We are going to just use the Mossy Meadow ink. Pull these out of the way. We are going to use the faux glass dots, pardon me. Here are our stamps that we're going to use. All right. I've got most everything cut out already so that it will make quicker, because I'm on a time crunch tonight. I have to be off before 7:30 so I can take my class. The class is every other week, and this is the week. So we're starting out, this is going to be called a hinge closure card. We start out with a standard base of 8.5 by 5.5, and we scored it at 4 1/4. And let's see, I gotta look at what I've got going on here. Okay, this is going to go on the front. We are going to cut this down to 3 inches. So I think that's right. So yeah, we're taking 1.5 inches off. Put that aside for just a minute. So this is going to go on as a, well, that doesn't seem right. What did I do wrong here? Well, we're going to make it work. This is going to have to come off a little bit. I'm sorry. I should have made this one twice, I guess. So I need to take off about, come on. It's about 1/8 of an inch, so 1/4 inch off. Let's take that. We're going to make it work. The height is fine. It's the width. There, that's better. I just want like 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So this one is actually cut to 2 7/8 by, I think it's 5 3/8. Yes, 5 3/8 for the mat. Put that aside for just a minute. Come on. we go. Okay, now we want to put some DSP on the front, and the cards in the pack that have the pattern on them go this direction and they're not going to fit. And so I am taking one of the envelopes and we're going to use the envelope. I planned to show you everything that comes in that kit. Doggone it, I had it sitting right here too. Sorry. I'm a little off kilter tonight. When am I not? These are some of the pieces that come in the kit for making tags, sentiment tags. I haven't figured out how to use the pink. I tried it a couple of times, it just doesn't work. And then there's a couple of punch outs for the circles down here, dies. And then there is some lovely images here that we can use for the cards. And I have used a number of them. I made 5 or 6 cards this morning that I've hardly made a dent in this stuff. But I have gone ahead and used some of the the stamps from the stamp set that coordinates with this. I'm going to cut, let me flip this over. I'm just going to cut a little bit of this off just to get that fold. And let's start down here. So hi, Shar. Thanks for joining. Just want to get this apart so that we can use this. All right, and I'm going to cut this just above the score line. And I've actually even used these pieces too as on the cards. Okay, and then we're going to take off. Let's see, we need 5. Oh, the one thing I've noticed that it's thinner and it wants to fray when you cut it. I don't think it matters what your blade looks like. Okay, we're going to go 5 1/4 for height because we want to bring it in just a smidge. And then this was, what did I say it was? It was 2 7/8. So this is going to be 2 3/4. All right, let's see how that fits. Ta-da! Perfect. We're going to glue that on right away. Have any of you tried making this type of a card? Do you recognize it from the name, the hinge closure card? It's not that hard. Okay. Something doesn't seem like it's right down here. Yeah, I think that's... Come on. Okay. All right. So next, this is the piece that goes inside, and it is cut at, I think, 4 by 5 1/4. So it's going to be just 1/4 inch smaller. And we've got a piece of, this is Mossy Meadow that I'm using rather than Old Olive. This is 2 3/8 by 3 5/8, I think. And I scored it here at, what is this? 1 3/8 inch. If this is going to tuck behind this, and it's going to make our, like, the latch for the front, like so. And here's that die. I went ahead and cut it out ahead of time just to save a couple minutes. We are going to put that on here. But I am thinking that I would like to try to cut this down so that this is an arrow. So what my thoughts are is I'm going to figure what the half is. So that's 2 5/8. Oh, maybe I can do it easier on my ruler here. And I'm just going to take on the back side and put a mark in the center. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 16ths. So it's going to be 1 and 3/16. 1, 2, 3. So this should be the center. And then all I'm going to actually do is, how did I do this? I did this last night. I got to stop and think. What did I do? I marked the sides. Let's just give it a whirl. Where it is on this. It's going to be close because I moved it forward. So I'm just going to cut this from the center over to this mark and from the center over to that mark. Let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed this works, because it worked fairly good last night. And I find it easiest to start with the blade in the middle, so you're not pushing it into the paper so that it, this way will be okay, but the other way just wasn't going to work. Okay, let's see how this works. Not too bad. This side maybe could have been just a little bit more, but what do they say? It's homemade, right? Hi, Carol. Thanks for joining. And Michelle, nice to see you too. All right, let's get our stamps out and stamp this first. Where's my thing? Okay, whoops, let's do it the right way though. We are going to stamp this over to the right side here. Probably near the center. This is not the right side. This looks like it's the right side of this. Okay. And I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow on this one. I think that might be what I used on the other one too. So let's get this juiced up. And hopefully you're able to see this okay. Do you want me to bring the camera down closer to the table? I'm happy to do that if you feel you can see a little bit better. I'm always afraid I'm going to go off camera when you're really close. Alright. That's it for that. Okay, and let's glue this on. All right. Now I'm going to choose one of the die cuts out of this set to go with our card. Oop. I'm throwing stuff all over the place here. We could go with maybe this one. And it is going to get mounted on this side, put a little bow on there once we get this on. And I like to do a double bow, get some of the kinks out of this. Getting down to the end and it gets pretty curly. Ah, a little more. Okay, this should do it. I think I'm going to be using this up tonight. I got another roll. Okay. Well, this seems like it wants to go this direction. I like when the loops aren't equal on each side. So one is a little bit tighter than the other one is. That way you can see it a little bit better. Scissors, scissors. Got this and that. Okay, we're ready for that when we get to that. We're going to pop this up. I haven't broken into that big pile of, that big sheet of dimensionals that they sent along with this kit. It's like, wow. Can't wait to start that. Let's see. We can probably put one right in here. Don't want to go up too high so it's hanging off. I should have used my take your pick tool. Okay. And a glue dot will work wonders on this. Try to have everything laid out and then I go and I can't find it. Okay. Put this on the back side. And we'll trim those once we get it on. Okay. Let us now, what did I do on the inside? Okay. That's that nice sentiment from the Grassy Grove set. That is so pretty. That I don't know how long that set has been in the catalogs, but it's popular because it's constantly on back order or on the list that's it's going to go on back order soon, which I'm surprised that it's so popular, but it's got such nice sentiments and it's nice stamps too. Okay, sometimes you need to know that someone really cares. Make sure that's good and juiced up. It looks like it is. Voila. A nice sharp image. I like that. I was having trouble with my images coming out good with Mossy Meadow, so I added a little more ink to the ink pad to see if it was maybe that, and it has helped. I think I'm to the point where I have to start buying refills. And then I was so anxious to get this that I ordered it twice. I have 2 bottles of refills in this color. All right, so this is going to go on like so. And I'm just going to run, oops, a little bit of glue up this. And we will put that on. You could use tape runner, whatever floats your boat. Oh, helps if you get it going the right direction. I would say about halfway is good. And leave it so that it can still fold over. Yep. I need to leave it a minute. Okay, and then this is going to go in here. All right. Yep. Oh, you turkey. Maybe I shouldn't have put that on right away. All right. Ah, my tea is showing. I should have been over a little bit further. Well, let's see if I can move this over. That wasn't so good. You probably were watching me and saying, uh-oh, she's going to have a problem. If that moved over or not. Oh, half the tea was showing. Well, note to self, make sure that you move it over just a smidge. This is my sample that I made. I used a different flower on the front. And what did I do? Oh, I put mine down in the middle. That would have been smart. That's what I'll do. I'm going to change that out. I will change that out and put a different sheet in there. And or maybe even just one over the top. We'll see. And stamp it down in the center. That was crazy. I should have paid more attention to that. Let's get some bling on here, though, while we have it here. Come on. I like these faux glass dots. They work so well and look so good on this. Let's see. We're going to go one in the middle and two small ones up above. Kind of fill in that extra area. There. Well, I will get that changed out so that when we have our drawing that is fixed. There. Little haircut on there. And we've got her. That is number 1. Now number 2 I've made twice, so I better get it right. Little things out of the way here. Put this over to the side. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. Okay. The next one, we're going to use the basic beige card that comes with the kit. So, let's see. What are the kits here? So you get one card, you get 3 cards that I have that pattern, 3 with this one that has kind of copper flecks in it, and then this balmy blue one. This is what I've got left on this one. I've used the other 2. Oh no, I haven't. No, yep. So I've used, there's this half of one. This is the back side of the envelope. And I still have 2 of these left. So, and I've just got the one left, half of one left of this. This is really fine paper. I wish they would come out with that. That is awesome. Okay. So, I am going to be using these lovely gems for the embellishments. And this is from the February, I think it was the February Paper Pumpkin had these embellishments in them. Yeah, and the one that came out in January before February, right. I had to stop and think. Oh, and Petunia Pop is the color we're going to be using. So we are going to do a Get Well Soon card, and Just a Note is on the front. So I'll get these guys out, and I'm going to use one of these cute tags for our sentiment. And I grabbed out one of these to use. I got a spare in case I mess up. And the little guy that goes with the chives that you can put on. Okay, so let me get all my parts and pieces out here. Ay. That didn't stay with what it was supposed to. Okay, so this is called, come here, a flip-flop fun fold. And we are using both this and this. So this is going to be cut at 4 by 5 1/4, which it is not yet. So 4. Keeping my jacket in the end of the thing. 5 1/4. And then this is a standard Mossy Meadow 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. We scored it at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to take this front and I'm going to cut it from the score line here down to this corner here. So we're taking part of it off. That's good. So it's like so. We are going to do the same thing with this. Make sure that you have the same angle, that you don't do it the wrong direction. So we want it to angle down here to here, same as this is, because we're going to put this on the front as the DSP or the mat. I don't know what you want to call it. I guess DSP. Okay, this will get used on the inside. This is going to get used on the outside. First I wasn't going to use it, and then I thought, it looks better with it. So this is going to go on here. I'm going to turn it this way. It makes it a little bit easier to glue it on. And that was that one, I think. Yes. All these Post-it notes do not want to stick to what they're supposed to be stuck to. I will make sure I get some better quality ones next time I buy them. Alright, so this is just going to be like barely 1/4 of an inch here. Smaller. Okay. So then the other piece we can put in here on the inside and line it up so that it shows this nice Mossy Meadow showing through. I'm sure you have seen this one made before. Stuck my finger in the glue. Okay. Then we need a piece of Mossy Meadow that's 3 by 8.5. And we're going to score it at 4 1/4. So this is 3 by 8.5 already cut. And 4 1/4. Okay. And I think these are all ready to go. I have 2 pieces that are 7/8 by 4 1/8 to go on here. Yay, I got that right. Glad you like it, Rhonda. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Oh, thanks, Kathy. I wish I would have gotten it right the first time, though. This is just 1/8 of an inch smaller, so it's just got a small border around it. This piece is going to go on the inside with our inside sentiment on it. And this piece is is this 2 3/4 by 4? Let me see. Yep, 2 3/4 by 4. So I did take this from one of these. So I guess I have an extra one left. And this is going to fit right on here. I like that white because it gave it a little pop and made that stand out a little bit better. So let's see. This can go on right now. We're scooting along on this one. Pays to have everything cut out ahead of time, if possible. Okay, now we're getting to the point where we want to do some decorating. Oops. Okay, so I wanted to put one of these chive images on here. Get some of this out of the way because we don't need to be having them anymore. So this one is made so that you can pop the little pink flower on the end of this piece and that one up there. I'm not going to use the petunia pop that comes with it. I just found it's easier just to grab my big one. I'll save that one. I love those if I travel. Okay, I don't need this out here. Just slide this right in there. And one. This is such a sweet set. I just love this. It can be used for just about any occasion, I think. Oh, where's my cleaner? Here it is. Okay. And just a note can get stamped on here. Wasn't sure how to put this on here on the front. I tried a couple of different things unsuccessfully last night. Hate when that happens. But what do you do? Just keep trying. Maybe I will stamp that "Get Well Soon" on the inside sheet here right away. And then we can put the ink away. I'm going to bring this down. So I'm going to add something else on here, I think. I didn't on the sample that I did, but came to mind when I was working on them this morning. I think I gotta find the stamp. I've got a whole box full of stamps down here from what I was using this afternoon, along with my book for my class. I think we're going to put this on the edge. I think that will add a lot. And maybe we'll do that in Old Olive. Since this has got the green on, Old Olive green on it. Let's put this away. All right. When I have another stamp on the block, it always makes it a little difficult. That looks good. And up in this corner. This is from that birthday set. The corners are not birthday set. It's the corner one. I'll show you in just a second. As soon as I get this stamped, it's down at my feet. Oh, I like that. That really adds quite a bit, doesn't it? That was a good decision, I'd say. All right. No, didn't get it all. Still had the green on the block. Okay. Still the green on the block. There we go. All right. Let me grab the set that's from. Spring Corners is the set. There's so many neat sets out right now that you can use in so many different applications, I think. All right. I'll put it in the right way, Jean, so you can see the name at the end. Between you pop, I need the end. I thought that it looked best to put a little bit of pink, or purple actually, around the edge of this, just to give it a little something. I tried using the blending brush. Oh, that was so heavy-handed. It was just too much. All right, we'll let that dry for a second. It doesn't look like there's hardly anything on there, but you'll see it when it gets put on. All right, let's glue this on the inside. Oh, I really love this Get Well Soon with these little corners on. It really makes a big difference. Okay, try to bring this over. This is going to get glued in. Kind of about centering it in. All right, let's get some glue on here and we'll maneuver it in there. Get it about centered. That actually looks pretty good. Just hold it here for just a second. This is just going to go across the bottom here. Now you can see the petunia pop on there. Let's see. I just glued it directly on. So I think this is going to get popped up onto here. And dimensionals. Put one in the center too. Take your pick tool, Jean. It goes so much better. Oh, well, It only lets you take so many of them. At least I found that to be true. Okay, so this, I just put it over on the side somewhat, not centered. I've been doing a lot of things that way, not centering them. And this is just going to get glued across the bottom, like so. So I'll just put a little glue towards the top of this. Sorry if I'm off camera. Oh, I'm not. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you like them, Nancy. You know, this can be used for just about anything. And let's get some bling on here. I like the looks of this with this paper for the background. And I think I used these guys. Match pretty good, I'd say. I love these. You need to come out with some more of these in different colors. They're so easy to pick up and put on. I don't struggle with them like I do some of them. And that one is complete. What do you think? This out of the way. And we'll bring back the cards that we made tonight. Get my stuff out of the way. So this was the Flip Flop Fun Fold. That's a tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast. This was my sample, so it's just the same, other than the inside not having those edges. But doesn't that add a lot? Man, I really like that. I might go back and add them onto this one as well. So, fun card. Alright, so we got these two. And then I'm going to put the other one on top since it doesn't have that letter showing. That really bugs me. But I'm going to have to do that over again. So I hope you like those. I've got some cards to show you that I made. Some additional cards for alternatives that you could use that are very easy. So another one like this I did with the blue, and that's this one. And then I put some Wink of Stella on the, I think that's mint. So that one I practiced twice. So this was a happy anniversary card I thought that was cool. And then I made, move these over a little bit. This is a Sending Love for a birthday. And then I took, there is one stamp in the set that, do I have that here? Yeah. That has the little hatch marks here. And I use that across the bottom, so it does match quite well with the background paper that I used. And then I've got this one for another birthday card. Very easy. Very easy to do. And 2 more. I did one sympathy card in the green. And this is another one for birthday, I think. Yep, birthday. And I added some of that satin ribbon that's on the last chance items. I think it's $4 for a spool. And I did check to see if it was still available, and it is. So if you need something like that, it's nice for a fill-in or to add a little something behind things. I don't know if any of you saw the butterfly card that I made. I did post it. And here it is right here. I think Char, when I sent a picture of it to you, I didn't have the bling on it. I always forget to put the bling on. So this was fun. This was just using that that paper, that fun paper, full of life. This paper here. And there's one that has this sweeps of, that looks like a rainbow. And I just stamped on that and then just fussy cut it because I don't have the dies. And then this is some of the bouquet paper. And I called Stamping Up and had to reorder that one. I asked for the bokeh paper because that's the way I had always heard that that was pronounced. And they said, no, it's pronounced bouquet. So now we know. Oh, goodness. And then going back to my watercoloring that I went crazy on, here is what I ended up doing with some of these. And that paper is from, I gotta stop and think. It was from the, no, it wasn't from that set. It was from that fall set, 12 by 12. This one, Splendid Autumn. The back of Splendid Autumn. I used that, and I thought, ooh, I like that with the, what is it, that lemon lime twist. It really sets it off. When you use it with other colors, it looks so dingy and dark, and I thought that really pepped it up a little bit. So I did two I'm Here For You using that same 12 or 6 by 6 paper. And this is one for Thinking of You, Praying for You, Hoping with You. It can be used for a lot of different settings. Here's one that I did after the fact for like a sunset, trying to put some clouds in that, you know, how the colors look different at a sunset, more darker red and some purples. That's what I did there. Wasn't sure if I liked that or not, but there it is. I did another birthday. All your wishes come true. And then I did another moonlight one coming up behind the house, which I really like this one. This is a good one too. I couldn't decide what to do with the house, you know, because I felt like it was a stucco house. Should it have a color or not? This one has a color. This one has just a little bit of a beigey color to it. Either of them are good. So this is an anniversary, and this is a get well card. So I'm covered with doing this. I had so much fun with this set, and I haven't even tried using blends with it. I don't know. The colored pencils just work so well with blending all those in. So I've been busy. And I think you like that butterfly? Yeah, I do too. But you gave me such good ideas of what I could do just with the card that you'd sent me. So thank you very much again. And I think that's it. I don't have anything else. If you only got, what is it, 2 days? Well, Thursday, Friday. Friday's the last day of celebration. So if you wanted to order anything, better get in so you can get those goodies that are the freebies. And if you do need to order, you can always go to my store at Jean Ducrot at stampinup.net. I think it's jeanducrot.stampinup.net. Sorry. If you go to my About Me on my Facebook page, it gives the store link to you there. So I was going to try to print one out really quick, but I didn't have time tonight. So I thought, well, I can just tell you what it is. So thank you very much. I'm glad you liked the inspiration, Char. Thank you all. And I will see you Saturday night. Take care. Get out and enjoy the warm weather if it's warm in your area. And think spring. Talk to you Saturday night. Bye-bye.